Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jasper High School Baseball here on 18 WJTS. The Wildcats tonight hosting the Princeton Tigers. The Cats 9-1 on the season and 1-0 in the Big 8 Conference. The Tigers are 4-4 coming in. Cats a big victory last night on the road at Heritage Hills, 2-0 behind the pitching of Trevor Croft and a couple of base hits early in the game that plated runs. Should be a good one here tonight at Alvin C. Ruxer, as Garrett Bach will be on the hill for the Tigers. He'll be opposed by the Wildcats' Nathan Schmidt. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the first pitch from Alvin C. Ruxer Field after this. We head to the top of the first as the Wildcat lefty Nathan Schmidt loosens up out on the Ruxer Field mound. Tonight, Isaac Bartley will be in left and center field. Eli Hoff in right, Jacob Allbrand, Carter Stamm, Josh Weidenbender, Grant Allbrand, and Andrew Wallace, the infield behind the plate, Ross Peter. This will be Schmidt's first pitching assignment of the season here, taking on the 4-4 Princeton Tigers. Again, the Cats last night did a nice job pitching against Heritage Hills as Trevor Croft fired the two-hitter, struck out two, and walked just one in the first Wildcat complete game of the season. Well, this Tiger team will bat Trevor DeHassy to lead things off. He's the first baseman. Ryan Williams, the center fielder, and Garrett Bach, the pitcher, to face the lefty here in the Wildcat stable of pitchers. They've run a few out there so far this season, as this will be the 9th different Wildcat pitcher to pitch in a game this season. Great night for baseball. Sun is shining. Wind blowing out toward left center field, so if you get it up out there, it may go tonight. So hang on here at Ruxer Field. Cats and Princeton Tigers. Wildcats already 1-0 in league play. Hossie gets in. He's a right-handed batter. Wildcat infielders meet out on the mound, and we're ready to roll here at Ruxer. Cats will play DeHassy to pull just slightly to begin this ball game. In center field, Eli Hoff takes his place out there, a little bit right of the bag as he looks in. The first pitch of the ball game, and it is lofted into center field. And Hoff will make the catch for the first out of the inning. One pitch, one gone for Schmidt and the Wildcat defense for Ryan Williams, the center fielder. Last night's game, a nifty hour and 22 minutes with both Croft and Noah Chestnut throwing strikes in that game. So Ryan Williams, the center fielder, will bat. It is in for a strike, 0-1, working out ahead here early. Carter Stamm at third, even with the bag and off the line a bit. Paints the outside black with that one, and quickly it's 0-2. One away, no score, time of the first from Ruxer Field. Cats back at it on Thursday night at Guatney Sports Park. Hit on the ground to Weidenbender. He was busy last night. Steps and throws, pulls Wallace off the bag, and they get the out at first base. 2 up, 2 gone here. Then it's the tournament on Saturday. Columbus East comes in here. They're very good. And then Cathedral and Central in the second game. We'll have both those games for you Sunday at 1 here on 18. Pitch is low. And it's 1-0. Left-handed hitting Bach, the pitcher. Here's the pitch from Schmidt. Hit on the ground softly, third base side of the mound. Schmidt steps, throws, pulls Wallace off, and Andrew applies the tag for the third out of the inning. Tigers go quietly here in the first. We'll take a break, and we'll come back right after this. Back to Ruxer Field, bottom half of the first, no score. Josh Weidenbender, Grant Allbrand, and Trevor Croft, the scheduled hitters against the lefty Garrett Bach here for this home half of the first. Weidenbender steps in. Cats hit at 257. Weidenbender bunts at third base side. That's going to be a base hit as the ball gets away momentarily down at first base, but Weidenbender beats out the bunt, snuck it up the line, and the baselines are grass here at Rookser, and it hugged that line. So right away, the Cats have a base runner here in the home first. No score. Grant Albrand steps in, the Wildcats' second baseman. Bach throws it out of the zone. Hunter McCandless, a big target back there. Third baseman Briar Christie comes in on the grass. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off, got a huge jump, and Weidenbender dives into second base with a stolen base, and the Wildcats already a runner in scoring position right away in the bottom half of the first inning. Pitch is high. 3-0 the count to Albrand with Croft on deck. Ball 4. So first and second right away here for Croft, a .269 batter, 3 home runs, and 8 knocked in. So Trevor gets in, he's ready to go. Takes a pitch high. And it's 1-0. Weidenbender at second, Albrand at first. Play behind him momentarily here. Bach checks the runner twice at second base and comes home. Cross swings over the top of an off-speed pitch. And it's 1-1 to the Wildcat designated hitter. He hits for Schmidt, the first baseman. He's living upstairs. It gets a little bit lower, and Croft may hit number 4. Both teams wearing the black shirts tonight. Tigers have the white hats. The Cats do too, in fact. Here's the pitch. Croft takes it and pops it up in the infield. Actually foul territory toward the on-deck circle, and the catcher, McCandless, with a big old hang with him right there. Man, wind blowing, deal with a couple of guys around him that entertain thoughts of possibly catching the ball. He was popped out in front of the plate, and the wind just kept blowing it back into foul territory. Here comes Wallace. He comes in at .435 with no home runs and 9 knocked in. He didn't start the first few games. He is 10 for 23. Pitch on the black, and it's 0-1 to Wallace. He's got a couple of guys on at first and second. No score here in the home first, but the Wildcats with some early action on the bases. Breaking ball. Misses. Play him to pull in the outfield. Big gap in left center for Wallace. Tigers can get out of this with just a simple ground ball should they be able to turn 2. Bach will throw the 0-2, and it's upstairs. Wildcat defense able to take care of the Tigers. 3 up, 3 down. Wallace hammers it down in the bleachers right field side. Heads up as it rattles around down there. The 1-2 up, and it's 2-2 now to Wallace. Bach works quickly, throws it home. Wallace hits it on the ground to first and gets through the first baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. Second baseman stuck. He ended up fielding it after it went through the glove of DeHassy at first base. And the bases are full of Wildcats. Still just one out. Bach will come home to Stamm. It's at foul. Third base side. Weidenbender skips out of the way of that one. He's in foul territory. If the ball hits you there, it's a foul ball. If you're in fair territory, you're out. And Weidenbender did not pick up that ball like Baez did last night, if you watch the Cub game. The 0-1. Stamm back into left. Going back on it is Moody toward the line. It's going to bounce, and this is going to be extra bases. Weidenbender will come home for one run. Here comes Grant Allbrand, and it is a 2 RBI long single for Carter Stamm. 2-0 Cats. Wallace had to hold up over there, and so it's 2-0 Wildcats, still with one out for Jacob Allbrand, the right fielder. Two ones in there for a strike, and now it's, or 2 O's in there for a strike. Now it's 2-1. First and second here for the Wildcats, already 2 across. Bach will throw it to Jacob. Fouls it off, and the count squares at 2-2. The break even to Jacob Allbrand. It's again 2-2 and holding as he fouls it back. Wallace at second. Stamm the runner at first. Another 2-2. Allbrand pops it into the left center field gap. But right at Williams, he'll reach over his head and make the play. 2 gone. The runners retreat back to their respective bases. So Isaac Bartley will stand in. 259 batter with 1 home run and a couple of knocked in. Bartley went deep at Bloomington South. Cats had 2 home runs in that game, South 4, but Jasper able to come away with a 12-9 win. Next pitch is into the dirt, blocked by McCandless. Two-0 offering. Hit up the first base line, swinging bunt off the mound is Bach. He'll shovel it on to first to retire Bartley, but the Cats strike for 2 here in the home first and through 1. It's 2-0 in favor of the Cats over Princeton. We'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back out at Rugser Field, we head to the second inning. McCandless leads things off against Schmidt. He takes a 2-0 lead to the hill here in the top of 2. Jones and Christie to follow. Schmidt retired. The Tigers 3 up, 3 down, back in the first. Next pitch from the left-hander, spins it up there, and it's foul. Third base side, Stamm picks it up right away, and quickly Schmidt works out ahead 0-2. Cat ERA at 3.25 on the season so far. Again, this is Schmidt's first appearance. He will bring the 0-2 plateward. barely missed outside portion, and it's 1-2. Play him straight away in the outfield. Delivery. That is outside 2. So 2-2. Cats 2. Tigers nothing. Schmidt will throw the break even. Hit on the ground to second. Albrand will field, throw on to first base, and the catcher is retired. Here to begin the second inning for David Jones, the shortstop.
Number 15, David Jones.
One away, Schmidt already ready to go out on the mound. He works quickly, waits for Jones to get in, and we're ready. Line drive, left center field for a base hit. There will be no Wildcat no-hitter tonight, as Jones singles sharply to left center on the first pitch of the at-bat, and that will bring up Briar Christie. Throw over. Looked like they had him picked early, but he gets back in. Pitch. Takes off. Low. Throw down to second base. Is into the dirt and a stolen base. Oh, Christie has a man in scoring position. Tigers have a man in scoring position. Ball hit foul, third base side. The count evens up at 1-1. Beautiful night for baseball, sun shining. The outfielders in left and center, along with the infielders on the left side of the infield, will have to deal with the sun in just a couple of minutes here. But small price to pay for a 77-degree evening here. Pitch dives low, and it is 1-1, or 2-1 now. Stom off the line and back behind the bag at third. Jones took off for second. He may try to take off for third. Who knows? Pitch outside. Snap throw down to second base, and Jones is back as Weidenbender went to cover. Play him straight away in the outfield. Digs back in from the right side. The 3-1. Lofted down the right field line toward the bullpen, and it will bounce idly down there. And it is 3-2 now to the third baseman of the Princeton Tigers. Jasper on top here early, 2-0 with 2 in the bottom half of the first inning. Payoff pitch, hit back to the mound. Now they've got the runner hung up between third and short. Schmidt will throw into right field, threw it away. Backing up is Eli Hof, and runners are on the corners. They had that guy dead to right. Man, they had him hung up. So Christie on at first base on the throwing error. So the Tigers, with just one out, runners at first and third. I mean, he wasn't even trying to bluff his way to third. He was just in the middle of no man's land. And the Cats had him pitch in for a strike 0-1. Just didn't smoke him out at second. Now he's at third. Runners on the corners for the left-handed hitting Brett Harrell, the DH. It's a foul third base side, and it's now 0-2. So Schmidt trying to work around this little situation. 2-0 Jasper. Visitor second from Alvin C. Rookser Field. Hit foul. Big gap in right center field. They play him to go the other way. Schmidt out ahead, runner at first, runner at third. The lefty will come home. Called third strike. He tried to duck under a breaking ball, and Schmidt gets his first strikeout for the second out of the inning here in the second. So the crisis averted, at least for now here. Now Moody will bat. Malachi Moody. Popped up, foul territory, third base side, Stom over, and will make the catch for the third out of the inning. Tigers get a couple of guys on, but they come up empty. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 2-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Will break and have more after this. Magna-Rixer Field, we play here in the bottom of two. Cats on top 2-0 as Eli Hope gets in and corks one down the left field line. Going over to cut it off is Moody. Hope rounds first base. He'll be in at second base with a stand-up double, and the Cats have their leadoff man on for the second consecutive inning, their third hit of the game, leading already 2-0. Here comes Ross Peter to bat. Tigers had some traffic on the bases back in their top half of this inning, but failed to score. Kind of ran themselves, well, not really, they ran themselves into a situation after the Wildcats threw the ball away. Back is Hof with the dive. Nice night out here at Rixer Field. We'll see what Peter does here with leadoff man Josh Weidenbender lurking in the on-deck circle. Pitch is out, 1-0. Plateward. Squibbed foul, third base, or first base side, I should say. One and one with Peter at the plate here. 2-0, Hof down at second base. Bach throws the 1-1, little bunt here, first base side of the mound, good bunt. Bach can't pick it up, and it's first and third now. As Peter dropped it on the ground, first base side of the mound. Nathan Rillo will run at first base.
First base for Jasper, number 7, Nathan Rillo. And batting for the Jasper Wildcats, the shortstop, Josh Weidenbender.
So first and third for the Cats, and back to the top of the order in Josh Weidenbender here in the second. Runner takes off. Rillo down to second base. There's the throw. And it was high, and Rillo swipes second. Staying at third is Hof, and now Weidenbender has two guys in scoring position here with the Cats leading 2-0. Washington on Thursday at the Waltney Sports Park. The 0-1, Weidenbender tries to drop down a bunt. 0-2. Terry Gilbert says hit the ball in the outfield. Second and third. Here's the next pitch. Weidenbender does hit the ball in the outfield right at the left fielder, and he battled it, and Moody made the catch, and that will chase in Hof, and it's 3-0 Wildcats. Weidenbender went the other way and drives in a run. One away here. Runner still at second for Grant Albran, who walked and scored earlier for the Wildcats. Swung on and missed. (0-1) offering. Brand bunts through it, and it's 0-2. Here's the pitch plateward. Allbrand hits it on the ground to second. Going over is Stuckey, throws on and gets Allbrand by half a step. 2 gone here. Up to third goes Rillo, and Trevor Croft will stand in.
Number 27, Trevor Croft.
Croft ready. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. 0-1 now. Rillo 90 feet away. Cats already on top 3-0. Croft trying to provide a 2-out base hit here. The 0-1 against the soft-throwing left-hander. It's out. 1-1. Two away. Trevor, a big right-handed hitter against the left-hander. Bounces into the dirt, and it's 2-1. Trevor popped up to the catcher, who made a acrobatic type of catch with a couple of infielders to his left and right. The 2-1 to Trevor. Pops it back deep into left field, and the left fielder makes the catch, but it looked good when it left the bat. A long, loud fly out the left. Cats to pick up a rod here in the bottom of the second. They lead 3-0. We're back after this. Back to the ballpark as we head to the top of the third. Cats with a 3-0 lead for Nathan Schmidt. Tigers stranded 2 back in the top of the second inning. Thompson, DeHassey, and Williams 9-1-2 against the Jasper lefty. Ball fouled off at the plate. 1-1. Again, the tournament on Saturday, the 4-team tournament, will have the Hall of Fame Classic later on in the season. That 4-team turn's been running forever. Hit right back up the middle. Schmidt got a glove on it. It's going to be a tough play. Weidenbetter's going to put it in his pocket. A base hit. Well, Schmidt tried to flag it down, gloved it, but it glanced off his glove, and it's an infield base hit here. Not going to be one of those guys on TV that says the pitcher should just let it go, but because that's your first reaction to try to slow it down and glove it. Some of those older pitchers do in the big leagues, knowing that the shortstop and second baseman are behind them. But your first instinct is to try to field it. Cats have the double play in order. They turned 2 last night against Heritage Hills. Pitch low, dug out by Ross Peter behind the plate. The leadoff man here, DeHassey, flew out to Eli Hof to begin the ball game. Cats 3, Tigers nothing. Nice lead at first base. Ball launched into left right at Bartley. He reaches up and grabs it again. It's getting to be the sun time out there, and 1 away. So Williams gets in. Again, you get the game Thursday, then, of course, 2 on Saturday. It's just a situation where Schmidt has not pitched, and you can't underestimate guys just take the ball when they're asked to do so when you got all these games. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off, got a good lead against the lefty. Throw it on to second base is high, and the runner decided it wasn't to his benefit to slide, and he goes in standing up. Probably shouldn't get that good of a jump against the lefty as Schmidt looks right at him. Now they have a guy in scoring position with 1 gone and 0-1 count to the 2-hole hitter Williams. Schmidt throws back, and Grant Allbrand back there to glove it. Cats on 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 defensive mistake, no runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Tigers from Princeton. The 0-1 fouled back off the mask of someone. And I think it'll be off the mask of the home plate umpires. He took his time wiping off the plate a little bit. But the good news is Schmidt out ahead 0-2. He will fire it home. And he struck him out, but it's going to get by the catcher, and he's going to reach on the strikeout and let the runner go up to third as well. So here comes the pitcher, Book, who grounded right back to Schmidt his last time up. Again, Cats still with the double play possibility in the infield to get out of this inning. Play him straight away in the outfield. Left-handed hitter, he bats as he throws. Schmidt will bend at the waist out on the Rooksor Field mound and deal with Bach. Now it gets by Peter again, and it's a 3-1 ball game. And up to second base goes Williams. 3-1 Cats. So Bach, guy in scoring position, he can cut the lead to 1 or tie it with a long one. Slashes it foul, third base side, and out of play back there. See exactly where it landed. Double play not a possibility unless it's a line drive at somebody. The 0-1 to Bach. Hits it on the ground to the right side. Allbrand gloves and fires on to Wallace. 2 gone. Up to third goes Williams. And the catcher, Hunter McCandless, will stand in. 3-1 Cats here in the top of the third at Alvin C. Rooksor Field. Glad you could join us tonight here on 18 WJTS Wildcat Baseball. Every game 9 to 10. Saturday games are at 1 on Sunday. This one hit to Allbrand again, and he makes quick work out of it. A couple of ground outs here to end the inning. Through 2.5, Cats 3. Tigers 1. We'll have more after this. Back to Rooksor Field, bottom half of the third. Andrew Wallace will stand in for the Cats here. 3-1. The Tigers have cut the Cat lead here. Wallace, Stamm, and Jacob Allbrand against Garrett Bach, who is throwing a 4-hitter so far. Wallace swung over the top of that one. It's 0-2. Cat bullpen up and working. Another conference game Thursday against the Hatchets. That one hit Wallace, a soft breaking ball hit by pitch. And down to first goes Wallace. So Carter Stamm will stand in. Plateward popped up, left center field. Going back on it is Moody. It's over his head. Stamm will be in at second base with a double. Second and third now for the Cats. As Moody just drifted on that ball. Stamm gets his second hit of the game. And here comes Jacob Allbrand. One-0. Popped up in the infield, right at Jones at shortstop. Waits for it to come down and makes the play. 1 away.
Batting for the Jasper Wildcats, the left fielder, number 4, Isaac Bartley.
Bartley takes it for a ball. 1-0, a couple of guys out there for the Wildcats here in this 3-1 game so far. Bartley, the 1-0, squares up, bunts it out in front of the mound on a safety squeeze, and they will get the run in as Wallace comes running in. It's 4-1. And up to third goes Stom and Bartley in the fielder's choice. They tried to shovel home. Hope waits, and here's the pitch from Bach. Runner takes off. They throw down to second base, and it's late, and Bartley steals second. So second and third now. Bunt, third base side. It's a good one. That's in no man's land as well, and it drives it another run. 5-1. Oh, Bartley to third, and a bunt base hit for Hope, his second hit of the game. Ross Peter, the catcher, will stand in. So with one out in a 5-1 Wildcat lead, the home plate umpire going to go break things up. Peter singled earlier. Back-to-back bunt safety squeezes. So two straight safety squeezes have brought in a couple of runs here. Bach with runners on the corners. Here comes the third, and it's going to be everybody safe. Nobody covers first base, and it's 6-1. Bartley comes in. Hof at second base, and another base hit for Peter. This one an RBI bunt. Nathan Rillo runs at first, and back of the top in Josh Weidenbetter at 6-1. Runner takes off, throw down to third, and it's on the foul side of third, and swiping third is Hof, and Rillo stays put at first. Rillo takes off, and a ball called, and it is 7-1. Saw the guy take off and made a pause toward the plate, then end up throwing it to the plate as Rillo goes to second and Hof comes in on the balk. Oh, 7-1 here. Well, 1-1 to Weidenbetter here. Weidenbetter pops it up down the left field line, twisting into foul territory, down near the Tiger bullpen. So a 4 spot here for the Cats in the bottom of the third inning. Weidenbetter ready. Bach checks the rudder at second base. That's Rillo. Here's the pitch plateward. Weidenbetter chops it on the ground to the right side. First baseman ranges over, tries to get it to Bach, and it's an infield base hit. Up to third goes Rillo. Cats have just knocked the ball around the infield and have played it a few runs here.
The second baseman, number 2,
comes Grant Albran. First and third. 8th hit of the game. Runner gets chased back with a throw. Albran has walked and scored and grounded to second. 7-1 Wildcats here in the home third. Albran takes this one low into the dirt. 1-0, the count to the Wildcat second baseman. Third baseman Christie comes in on the grass area, off the line just a bit. Lefty throws it. Albran hits it on the ground, rolls it over to second base, and he gets thrown out but drives in a run. It's 8-1 as Rillo, running for Peter, comes in to score. Albran an RBI ground out. And Croft, the ninth man to bat, stands in. He flew out to end the second. Croft pops this one up, straight back. So 1-1 now to Croft. Runner still at second. That is out. Croft hits this ball into left center field. It's going to have top spinning on it. It'll drop for a base hit. It's 9-1 as Weidenbender comes in to score.
Batting for the Jasper Wildcats, the first baseman, number 18, Andrew Wallace.
Wallace led the inning off by being hit by a curveball. 2 outs here, 9-1 Cats. 2 away. Jasper a 6th spot here in the third against the Tigers. Dives low. 2-0. And that one hit him again. So that's twice. And Carter Stom will stand in.
Batting for the Jasper Wildcats, the third baseman, number 5, Carter Staub.
So a Mound Conference here. 9-1 Jasper on top with 2 away. And they're going to go out and get Book here, and there'll be a new Princeton pitcher. Cats up by 8 here in the home half of the third. We'll take a break. We'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 at WJTS. Back to Rookser. Play continues here in the bottom of the third. New Tiger pitcher is Lance Stuckey. Bach goes to play first. DeRossi to second. Staub hits it into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Croft will stop at third, and the runners are at every base here. So Staub 3 for 3. So Jacob Albran will bat here. 9-1 Wildcats here in the bottom of the third. In for a strike. Oh, 0-1 to Jacob. 3 guys out there for him. That pitch dives low. One offering. Breaking ball in for a strike from Stuckey. The 1-2 now. Fouled off the end of the bat. And Jacob Allbrand stays alive here. Croft at third, Wallace at second, and Stamm at first. Base hit here could do some more major damage. Curve ball hit on the ground is short. Jones up with it, bobbles it, and everybody's safe. Croft comes in to score. It's 10-1 Cats. On the air by the shortstop, Jones, and everybody moves up 90. That run charged to Bach. So here comes Bartley. Bartley hits it back into left, down the line. Moody will give chase, and it's foul. Bartley put a charge into that one, but fouled it away. Oh, 1 pitch. Misses. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swung it, missed that one. And it's 1-2 to Bartley. Cats with a 7 spot here in the bottom of the third inning to break this one open. Base is still loaded. Low. 2-2. The break even with 2 outs to Bartley. Hits it up the middle in the center field. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second. And the Wildcats score 2 more here as Wallace and Stamm come in to score. Allbrand stops at second base. 2 RBIs for Bartley, and it's 12-1 for Eli Hope. Oh, so far in the game, doubled and singled. Three and 0 the count now.
Batting for the Jasper Wildcats, the catcher, Peter.
So here comes Peter at the plate. This one hit on the ground softly towards Jones. It's short. It's going to be another tough play, and Peter is safe. Another run comes in to score, and it's 13-1 as Allbrand comes in to score. And the bases are still loaded.
Running at first base, number 7, Nathan Rillo.
Rillo back to run. This one hit wide of the bag at first. Oh, and 1 now. Next pitch. That is high. Weidenbender cranks it down in the right field corner toward the bullpen, and that's going to be a fair ball. Another run, Bartley comes in to score. Here comes Hof, and behind him, Rillo, and a triple by Weidenbender, driving in 3. So a 3 RBI triple by Josh Weidenbender.
Batting for the Jasper Wildcats, number 2, Grant Allbrand.
So Grant Allbrand stands in. $16-0 cat, or 16-1 Cats. Slash foul. 0-2. The kick and the deal. Breaking ball hit on the ground by Grant to first, and running it to the bag is the first baseman, Bach. The Wildcats, though, jump all over the Tigers. They lead 16-1 after 3. We'll take a break and come back after this. Back to Rixer Field, 16-1 Cats on top. New pitcher Brandon Summersheim for the Wildcats. Here's the first pitch, and he hits his hitter, Jones. The first varsity pitch he has thrown, he has hit Jones. And here comes Christie, the third baseman. Cats with an explosion in the bottom half of the third. Jason Mayer in center, in right field, Jade Yoakum. Pitch inside. And Philip Noblet over at first base for the Cats. Throw over. Next pitch, outside. Cam Killian playing second, I should say. 2. Outside corner. That plate should be really wide and right now. Tim Bourne style from last night. Pitchers were getting good. You know, I mean, this is the way the ball game should be played. 3-1. Three one in for a strike, and it's 3-2 now with nobody out and a runner at first. Top of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Inside, walked him. Platt will stand in. He was brought in last inning as a replacement when his spot in the order has come up, or will come up. So Plant gets in, runners at first and second with nobody out here for the Tigers. Summersheim has hit a guy and walked a guy since coming on. Working with a 15-1 lead. Bunting, third base side, and it's going to be fair. Well, the bases are loaded. Hug the line. Moody will be the hitter here. Cats still chance to erase a couple of guys with a double play ball here. Moody so far, he Pop to Stom in foul territory. Simmersheim throws a fastball, misses 1-0. Cats up 16-1. Cut on and missed. Ball fouled off straight back, and Simmersheim working out ahead here, 1-2. Plateward inside. 2-2 with the bases full of Princeton Tigers here. Nobody out. Simmersheim works with a 16-1 lead. Will throw the next pitch. Ball popped up in the infield. Weidenbender calls for it. And one gone. So he avoids trouble at least right there. One away for Rhett Thompson. Left-handed hitter. That tail's outside. It's 1-0. Slash foul, third base side. Be 1-1. It goes outside. Chopped out from the mound. They get the tap on home plate. It's a double play. Wildcats get the double play on the swinging bunt. And Ross Peter turned it into a double play. The Tigers do not score here in the top of the fourth with the bases loaded. 16-1 Jasper. We're back with the bottom of the fourth after this. Bottom of the fourth we go. Cats up 16-1. Should be the last call for the Cats as Daniel Berg will bat here. Rhett Thompson, the Tiger pitcher. Cats a 13-run bottom half of the third. Banged out 12 hits on the game. Berg chops it on the ground at third. Christie up with it. Makes the peg at first base, and they touch the bag for the first out of the inning. So Philip Noblet will hit. So Noblet gets in. Noblet hits it on the ground, the hole between third and short. It's a base hit for Philip. So a one-out base hit for Philip Noblet. That'll bring up Carter Stom, who has singled twice and doubled.
The Jasper Wildcats, the third baseman, number 5, Carter Stom.
One and 0. Cats looking for win number 10 here against just one loss. That came against Castle last Thursday. Stom hits a swinging bunt up the third base line. They quickly pick that up. 1-1 the count now. Pause, and the pitch. inside to Carter. 2-1 now. Runner at first base. It's Philip Noblet. Cats on top 16-1 here. Have out hit the Tigers 13-3. 2-1 delivery, and that is low. Noblet stays at first with the big lead. Jade Yoakum waits in the on-deck circle for the Cats. Next pitch, chop foul by Stom, 3-2 now. Spins a payoff pitch up there, ball 4. So Yoakum will hit here.
Now batting for the Jasper Wildcats, number 3, Jay Yoakum.
So Yoakum stands in first and second with 1 away. Misses 1-0. The delivery inside. 2-0 to Yoakum. Can turn one around in a big time hurry should he gets one he likes. Plateward misses. Next delivery. Walks him on 4 straight pitches. Rhett Thompson, the third Tiger pitcher of the evening. And here comes Rillo, hitting for the first time tonight. It's a pitch that dances in for a strike. 1-1 the count here. Cats and the Princeton Tigers here. Been all Jasper. 13-run third inning. This is next pitch on the way, in for a strike. 1-2 now. The count to Rillo. Princeton infield in. Next pitch. Rillo slams it into left field for a base hit. Cats will play station to station as in comes Noblet. It's 17-1 on the Rillo RBI single.
Now batting for the Jasper Wildcats, number 12, Jason Mayer.
Mayer swings and misses as he is in the spot for Eli Hope. Oh, dives inside. Cats up 17-1, a blow of their biggest run output of the season so far, obviously. Next pitch. In there for a strike to Mayer. Peter, the catcher, on deck, 2-2 with 1 away here. Rhett Thompson works out of the full windup, and the delivery, and Mayer goes down swinging. Took a big cut. 2 away for Ross Peter.
Batting for the Jasper Wildcats, the catcher, Ross Peter.
Peter with 3 hits on the game. Sees a pitch dance in for a strike. Princeton's last at bat. They'll have the top of the order up. 1, 2, and 3 after that swinging double play out in front of the plate. Comes the next pitch. Hit on the ground towards third. Christie will run it to the bag and end the inning. Cats with one more here in the bottom of the fourth. They lead Princeton 17-1. Last call for the Tigers. We're back with more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Brookser Field as the Wildcats trying to nail it down here as Brandon Summersheim on for his second inning of work here. DeHassey will stand in. Cats lead 17-1, trying to get a punch-out victory here. Hit on the ground to short. Weidenbender will charge on the grass. Throw on the run. One gone. Makes that play look easy, as always. Ryan Williams will stand in. Williams, right-handed hitter against Summersheim. Pitch poured in for a strike, 0-1. 17 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error for the homestanding Wildcats. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the Tigers. At 13-run third for the Cats. The difference in this one, for the most part, is this one is fouled away, 0-2. Cats will be at Washington on Thursday night. See it later on at 10 here on 18. It's a 5:30 start at Guatney Sports Complex. The 0-2, Mr. Oldfield. Toward downtown. That was always a classic down there in that bowl. Really nice setting. The old Washington field. 1-2, Summersheim. Throws it home. Misses low. 2-2 with 1 away. Summersheim the break even. Hit foul, got it on his hands, and he stays alive.
We have both the brain trust. We have Mr. Lewis and Mr. Kendall.
2-2. It's outside to Williams, and now the count runs full to Williams at 3-2. Summersheim has pitched in and out of trouble last inning, aided by that inning-ending double play. The payoff pitch served into right field for a base hit. And a one-out single by Williams will bring Bach, the now first baseman, to the plate. Fourth hit for the Tigers here. One and 0. In for a strike. 1-1. So Cats can get out of this here with a double play ball and end this one. Summersheim slide step comes home, ball chopped foul up the first base line, and he's ahead of this hitter 1-2. Trying to close it down and give the Cats their 10th win of the season. Ball gets away and up to second base goes Williams. He's safe. He's in scoring position. They're going to need a few to extend this ball game. Two and two, runner at second. Here's a pitch to Bach. He lofts it down the left field line in foul territory. A couple of Wildcats chase it, and a sliding catch made out there very nicely by Rillo. That is nice for Nathan Rillo, 2 away. So McCandless, the catcher, gets in. The Tigers' last hope here with 2 away. Big swing fouls it off. I think no way that anybody was going to get that ball that Rillo got in foul territory. Stom chased it as well. New baseball for Summer Simon. He's ready to go here with the 0-1 pitch. Pitch on the way. Cut out and miss, and it's 0-2. So one pitch away from nailing this one down. Summerside checks the runner at second base, brings it home. Misses outside. Runner tries to go up to third. Here's the throw down, and he is out from here to there. And this one is over. Cats win it 17-1 here as they cut the runner down to end the ball game. 17 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for the Cats. 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 defensive mistakes for the Tigers. Cats win it with that 13-run third inning here this evening at Alvin C. Rooksor Field. They go to 10-1 on the season at Washington on Thursday at 5:30. We'll have it for you at 10 right here on 18 WJTS. So in 5 innings, Cats beat Princeton 17-1. For Jeremy Marcos, I'm Kurt Gooksell saying good night from Alvin C. Rooksor Field.